The Ready for a Relationship podcast helps people just like you who find themselves single and alone in their later years get unstuck and break the pattern to move forward and build the loving relationship you expected to have at this point in your life. Discover how to build your relationship with confidence in a fun, easy, loving way so that you are the right person for your right person. And if you enjoy the show and want to share some love, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. It all really helps. Here's Suzanne, the host of your show.
Hello, everyone. I'm Suzanne. Welcome to the Easy, Fun, Lovin' podcast. And once again, I have one of my favorite recurring guests on, one of my favorite mindset coaches, Shawn. Hello, Shawn.
Hey, everybody.
Great to have you back.
Thanks.
So what we're going to do today, folks, is we're going to talk a little bit more about one of the other challenges that you may have. Let's see. Over 50, divorced, looking for a relationship, maybe not quite happening as fast as you'd like it to. And Shawn is on the front line talking with a lot of people every day. And Shawn, you were talking to me about one of the concerns, the challenges, the issues that people are facing a lot right now. Do you want to share that for us?
Yeah. Always when I talk to people, if you get down to the root of it, they have a fear that they're not good enough, that there's no one out there for them. And would I ever find anybody who will love me? Right? And they have this fear going around and around and around in their head every day. And well, I'm not good enough. And there's no one in this community for me. I won't ever find anybody that will love me. And all of those things, oh my gosh, it's so disempowering, right? So disempowering.
So disempowering is right. I would say that's outright crap. Can I say that?
Crap. Oh, Suzanne.
Oh, how is it? How is it in society that somehow so often we feel unworthy?
Well, that is a good question too, because as a baby, when we're born, we're worthy. We're perfect in every way. So how is it that we get to this point in our lives and we're worn down to the point that we don't have the confidence, right? The confidence to feel worthy, to feel like, of course, there's lots of people out there that would love me. Of course there is, I guess somewhere along the way, we just get worn down, right?
Get worn down is right. Well, you guys all know me. Shawn, you certainly know me. I'm not going to wallow in that mud. Let's talk about bringing ourselves back up and everyone else back to the knowing that they are worthy enough. How about bringing back the confidence?
Okay. And sorry, if you hear any dogs or noise in my background, hey guys, I'm out in my patio and that's the way it goes. You got to be okay with that. Bringing back the confidence. You know what? We've done this in business classes. We've done this with people that we've coached through different levels of business too. And it works in everything. If you were to do I am statements and you were actually to write it out, all the things you're great at. I am confident. I am worthy. I am enough. Suzanne, tell them more how to do that so that it would be properly tool they can use.
That is so good and so powerful. And everybody listening to this know that this is easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. And my question for you right now is, are you ready to bring your confidence back? Are you ready to own your life? And if that answer, if you ask yourself those two questions and your answer is yes,
Yes.
then yes, okay, we're on it. Then the next thing that I'm going to tell you is something that you need to do. And I'm going to ask you to write out all of the things you feel you do well.
Absolutely.
All of the things that you feel you're good at. Now, it's not always easy to do that because why? We tend to go, oh, I'm not good at this. I'm crappy at that, right? No. And somebody else told me I'm not good at this. And that's been fed into you for who knows how long. I want you to focus on all the things that you do like about yourself. I'm nice. I'm organized. I'm helpful. Shawn, what else would you like to add?
I'm vibrant, I'm fit, or I'm getting more fit every day. I love myself. I'm okay with me. I am plenty. I am enough. I am perfect. However you can. And let your emotions into it. Let your emotions be into it. And folks, this isn't write down three things, right? This isn't write down three things. Well, I am this and I am that. No, engage your emotions and let it go, because when you get past 10, 15 to 20, you're getting to the root of who you really are. And let yourself come out of that. Let yourself wallow in that and be in the power of you, right? It's so powerful.
I love this. If anybody, well, first of all, on the recording, on the audio, you will have heard Shawn's voice shift. And if you're listening to this on video, you will have seen the animated gestures that he just did as he started to embody the characteristics that he was just talking about. And that is the perfect segue into if you want to put these I am statements on steroids. First, you write them out, and then every single day you say them out loud to yourself in the mirror, looking at your eyes in the mirror.
That is so powerful. We used to do that in another mastermind that we had with Bob Proctor, actually. And it was all about that. It was look yourself in the eyes while you're saying it. I am fantastic. I am sexy. I am vibrant, whatever it is, right? And just read it out to yourself and read it out with emotion. Okay. Let's get that clear. Read it out with emotion, not just slow and methodical. No, because those emotions will trigger your mind that you want more of that, and you'll start feeling and attracting more of that, right?
And the more you do it, the more your mind feeds into, I got this. I am. Well, that must be what I am. Right? So you're starting to feel more that way. You'd say it as you go out the door, just before you go out the door. You'd say it, you're starting to feel it. People are starting to notice that you're coming across with a different vibratory energy. People are going to start to be attracted to you. Why? Because the world is full of sadness, sad people, things that are going wrong, things that we don't like. And we're we're gravitating, we want the light. We gravitate to people who offer us some light. And they may not be able to put that in words, but they'll notice it in the energy that you give off.
Absolutely. And you know what? I had one client once, she said, I put it as a post-it on my door. Before I left the house, I read my statements.
I love it.
And then I left the house empowered, ready to go.
I love it.
Really?
Really,
cool, right?
really. So it's all about getting your confidence back, realizing that you are enough. None of us is perfect. No one expects perfection.
Right.
But we are enough. We can be truly amazing in our field. We don't have to be good at everything. Nobody expects us to be good at everything, right?
Well, nobody's good at everything. So just be happy that you're great at so many things that you are great at.
Yes. And when you focus on what you are great at, that's going to resonate. That's going to help you. And you're going to see that reflected back in many, many ways in your life.
I believe that.
Cool.
So what else would you say a person could do along this line?
Okay. Well, now let's talk about who we hang around with.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. Here's the main question. I
Okay.
want you to think of everybody that you interact with, and maybe you're getting together with someone coming up. Every time you leave that person's presence, I want you to think, do I feel better or do I feel worse than before I encountered them?
Oh my gosh, this would be such a powerful thing for people to do. Um, just to become aware of that, because sometimes we we don't know why we feel down and we haven't linked it to anything. Why do I feel down? Why is my energy gone? And when you start to connect the dots and you realize, every time I talk to that person or I see that person or I'm in the meeting with that person, I feel down. Think about that.
Mhm. And trust me when I say this, because I'm a very powerfully positive person. I say that, I admit that, and I know that. And I have been sometimes in the presence of people whom I care about. And I think, I know they're negative. I know they think, they don't respond to things the way I do. And I think, it's okay. I'm protected. It's okay. I'm positive enough for both of us. But you know what I figured out is that I'm really not. They end up wearing me down.
Uh-huh. This is like um, another coach that I know. She says it's the vampires of life. They suck
Ooh,
the life out of you. And if we identify those people, so first is the awareness, right? How
right.
do I feel after I come away from that person? If you were to stop and ask yourself that, and folks, sorry, it could be somebody who loves you dearly, that could be relative, parents, aunt,
Family.
uncle, brother, sister, somebody who loves you dearly. But if they are making you feel down instead of lifting you and helping you come up in life, then I would strongly suggest you limit your exposure to them, because like Suzanne said, you might think that you're able to control that it's okay, I got this. But guess what? It's still on a subconscious level, it's wearing you down. And the opposite is true. Think about this. If this one is wearing you down, you're going lower now in your energy, but you started here and you're lower in your energy. And but if you had been around the right people and they were lifting you up, the difference is so great, where you've gone lower or you've gone higher. And it's so great that your vibratory energy and your vivaciousness will start to come out and people will be attracted to you.
Yes. Yes. And imagine with the I am statements, sometimes at the beginning, it's a little frail or fragile, right? You're just starting it.
Okay.
Imagine the power of somebody who uplifts you. And if you were to tell them that you're doing these I am statements, if you told your friend, your best friend, and you said, I'm doing these I am statements, and she says, yeah, you are, you go girl. Or he says, go for it, dude, that's you. Right? How
Exactly.
how much stronger, how much more empowered will you be?
And if you did ask people that and you said, I'm doing this exercise and it's an empowerment exercise, and you told them your I am statements, you would find out really quickly who's really supporting you and who's not.
Not
Because,
that you have to tell everybody you're doing these I am statements, but this is just a frame of reference.
yes, but we should just let people think about this too, is that there are some people that you're going to rock their boat, and they're going to be afraid that you're going to grow without them, and they get fear, and they're afraid that they're going to lose you, or you're growing and they're not, or whatever it is. And so they want to hold you at that level. They want you to stay there with them. So again, be aware of all of these things, because you're choosing. Okay, the whole beginning of this conversation was, how do we choose a different feeling about ourselves and about our life? And if choosing that different feeling and helping make it happen in our life means hanging out with different people, so be it. You wanted to meet different people anyway. You wanted to be in different circles so that you'd find the person who really does adore you and want to be around you, right?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So, folks, this is the part that's not always easy to do, right? We've talked about two things. That one, the I am statements. When you start to do them, you might feel kind of silly.
Yeah,
You,
it's true.
you might feel a little bit like an imposter, right? That it's truth. It's truth. You are enough. You are worthy. And you need to hang around with the people who will tell you that, which brings us to point two, right? One, I am statements. Two, who are you surrounding yourself with,
Mhm.
right? And seriously, check out how they make you feel. And it may mean you've outgrown some friends. It
Yeah.
may mean there's some family that you don't see quite as much, or you don't talk about certain things with them because you kind of know that that's off limits.
Mhm.
And then let's talk about where else you can go. There are groups, right? Shawn, you're familiar with some of the Facebook groups.
Yeah, I would say yes, you can go to a Facebook group and get support there. That's true. But be careful, a little bit careful there, because I've gone through a lot of after divorce support groups or singles groups, and often that group is a dumping ground. First, you get the people that sometimes they just want to put a picture of themselves and have everybody tell them how pretty they are. Well, okay, but not really supportive. And often it's a dumping ground that, oh, my husband did this and he cheated on me, so I cheated on him, but really he broke our marriage. And then everybody chimes in all the how and it starts to be a hate fest. We hate men, or we hate women, right? And it starts to be that, and that's not the group, guys. Don't get sucked into those groups. And sometimes they're private groups. You have to sign up first. Well, if you sign up and you read the thread and they're not positively supporting each other in a beautiful manner with humanity, right? With like that feeling for each other, then it's not the group for you. It's just as easy to go exit group and find a different group. I would strongly advise you to look carefully at that.
That's actually brilliant advice. Thank you, Shawn. It's true. In these Facebook groups, you hopefully you're able, when you join the group, you can phrase a question if you want some support in a way that you're going to get some good positive thoughts. And if not, if you find that the comments are taking you down, again, check how you feel. Check how you feel. Is it a negative spiral? Does it give you more despair? Or does the comment give you hope?
Right.
Right? There's two different sides of this. And sometimes we forget in our wanting to, society tends to, what news sells the best? It's not good news,
Right. It's not.
right? It's the news about what's the terror going on right now. And that's what catches people's attention. And sometimes we fall into the trap of going into that, of going into the negative. And it's always, please come back to how does it make me feel? Am I uplifted? Am I empowered? Am I feeling positive? Am I feeling like, yes, I can do it? Or am I feeling life sucks, what's the use?
Wow. Yeah, that's opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right?
Uh-huh.
It's so always do the little check-in.
Right. That's a powerful point.
And
Always check in.
right. So coming back to the original concern, how will I ever find the right one? Maybe I'm not good enough.
Not good enough.
Coming back to that, what do we now know to do?
Well, first, we're going to make sure we do our I am statements
Yes.
and make them powerful and make them passionate and read them out with enthusiasm in front of the mirror, looking in your own eyes, and do that once a day. And that alone will change your life. I tell you that for certain.
Excellent.
And what else, Suzanne?
Number 2, check out who you're hanging around.
Right.
Check out how you feel around all the people that you interact with on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, find yourself some supportive groups that can uplift you and help you through those moments of self-doubt.
Right. Beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you, Shawn, for helping us through another aspect of looking for this right relationship and how we can sometimes feel. And I want to, at this point, let everybody know that when we were talking about Facebook groups, guess what? At readyforarelationship.com, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, you can join our Facebook group. And my goal is always to uplift. So hopefully you will get some positive information and some feedback from there. And also, to further support you, we also have on that Facebook, on that website, we have some blogs. And I've also created a free masterclass. It's 30 minutes long. 5 ways to really be ready and make sure that you are the person that's ready for that wonderful, beautiful relationship that's coming in your future. And you can sign up to take that masterclass at readyforarelationship.com. So we hope this serves you. I hope you found some easy, fun loving in this. That's the direction we want to take you. And I'll look forward to chatting next episode. And Shawn, as always, thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Here we are at the end of the podcast, and you just got some Suzanne lovin'. If you got value out of this podcast and you want to spread some love too, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. And who was it that you were thinking about who could also be uplifted by it? Share it with them now. Catch you next time.